Hey guys, Matt Loves WWE and TNA here for part 2 of the video that I just did, uploaded about 40 minutes ago. This is going to be part 2. I wasn't going to do a part 2, but some comments have been around, and I think I need to do a part 2. So, let's get right to this video. 6:08 p.m. Eastern Time. Tuesday, June 29th, the final day that Matt Loves WWE TNA is here on YouTube. Making videos, at least. So let's get right to it. Part 2. I want to talk about the shave your head incident that I had happen to me in May. When I said I was going to shave my head, it was a joke. I never actually meant I was going to do it. I never was planning to do it. Ever. That never had come to my mind at all. It was a joke. You know, got some nice views out of it. It was just a joke. That's the point there. It was nothing to be, it was nothing real. It was just a plain joke. So, I don't know why people are so upset with that. Like, to name a few, Tooth Slayer, Rapper Channel. You know, I'm going to go right here out on a limb and say about the trivia. What you want to talk about the trivia? I'm going to talk about the trivia. Trivia. I believe it was in January or February. I'm not even sure of the month, to be honest. So I'm not really going to get into the details of the month. But you were going to win something. I picked the thing up. That was a raffle, which you did honestly win. Put that video up on YouTube, and you never got a prize. I apologize for that. And, you know, whoever won it, I really didn't have a prize, so I wasn't planning on giving out a prize. You know, so, sorry. I apologize for that. That was a bad part of that was a bad decision that I made. You know, so the shaving of the head, though, let's get back to that. This video is going to be all around for just the drama that people think I've caused or think I've been involved with. The fake hackings. I was never hacked myself, ever. With the Iceman situation. It was just Iceman's thing to get with Gemini, and to get involved with Gemini. You know, when Iceman was doing the West Coast Assassin versus the East Coast Encyclopedia, it was just a gimmick. When he said he got hacked for the first time in November around Thanksgiving time, he got the blocked users, it never happened. So yes, there was a situation back then where he just was trying to get the views. I'm not even going to talk about him anymore because this video is just about my final goodbye, so I'm just going to actually get off the subject of the fake hackings that I was involved with. Yes, I was definitely involved with, and I admit that. So, you know, whatever. But, in more words to say, I have to, you know, the trivias. Talent won the trivia. Well, you know what? A while back, Talent won the trivia back in September of last year, which he asked me, we agreed on to rig so he would win. So yes, he won trivia because of me rigging it and him as well. So there's been a lot of things on YouTube I just want to get off my chest here because I am leaving, so I might as well just expose everything, to be honest. Which I am going to do in this second video. More so being the exposing part of the video. Also, I want to say, Iceman, I got some questions from, I believe, Wilson Kirk, I'm not sure if that's the user, wanted me to say something about the, was he ever in jail? I'm not going to say much about this information because it's personal. The details, at least. And, the phone's ringing. Sorry about that. Not ringing anymore. About him being in jail. In January, there was, some problems that went down with him, at our house, and he, you know, got in some trouble, yes, and moved on and moved to somebody else's house for a while. And I'm not going to go into any more details about that. But yes, he had some problems with that. I'm not going to say the time he spent or anything else than that, because I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother with that because the video isn't really about that. So, you know, I just want to say really quick though, before I say more, I want to say a shout out to my good friend Scott here on YouTube. Scott, Team Ride, big fan of Spirit, True Slayer. Want to say thank you guys there. Big shout goes out to Scott. He's a good friend of mine, one of my best friends on YouTube. So good shout goes to Scott. But moving on. I want to also say that, just a lot of the fake Iceman back in February, March, I was exposed to be that. That's fine. Exposed me, they exposed me to be the fake naturally ice this, which, whatever. I was. Okay? Yes. With the car driving by, whatever. Also, the fake Iceman from June. Also admitting fine to be exposed to be me. They exposed me. Pepsi Pack exposed me. Which I'm okay with that. So I'm done with that. Like I said, I'm done with this whole situation. I'm not going to close any of the 3 channels that I have. My Radar Dynasty, my Matt Loves channel, and my side channel. None of those are going to be closed. Because I don't feel the need to close them. But, I'm just going to more so go through the situation that's been going on here. I'm just trying to think of something else to talk about because I don't want to forget anything like I did last time. The shaving hand, like I said, it was a joke. It was never planned to happen. And that's about it. There. I have the room tour plan. That is not going to happen because this is the final time I will be here on YouTube. Sorry for the sun going in and out. I'm not going to be here on YouTube again. I didn't feel the need I had to do a part 2 to this, though, just to explain a little more in depth of what has happened. So, that's what I'm going to do. Like I said, thank you, Pepsi Pack, for exposing me. You're a good guy. Thank you. And I think that's pretty much about it that I have to say. I don't really think there's anything else I've missed. If I did, I'm not going to make another video, so I apologize. So, what I'm going to do is check my channel right now for if there's any more comments and questions, because I will answer them right now with this video on my final goodbye. So, I'm going to do that right now once this page loads up. So, here we go. I'm looking at that comment right now. This is a comment from Indie Addict 93. I've got nothing against you because you didn't do much. You just teased an Iceman return. But dude, I really want to know why you did it though. You should consider making a vid on that or just messaging me about why you teased it and why you made fake accounts to sub yourself with if you did that. I'm going to answer that right now. The reason why I made the Iceman tease return is just because, in a way, it was just weird without him out here. I kind of wanted to make people think he was coming back. It might be a very stupid way of going about it, but also Iceman did draw views, in my opinion. He drew a lot of views, and that's another reason. Everybody wanted to know where he was, and I'm going to tell you that. Regarding the next question is, why did I make fake accounts to sub myself if you did that? I never did that. There's been somebody on YouTube, made a lot, had channels, but he kept shutting them down. I'm not going to mention his name because I don't want to cause trouble, but he made a lot of channels, shut them down, and back and forth. I never did it myself because, first of all, I'm not going to take the time to make millions of channels. All I have is 3 channels, and that's all I've ever had besides a couple backups that I had back last year, which I shut down. So, if that's your answer, thank you, Idiac, for the question, and, some respect. Thank you. I do want to say this, though. Thank you to 619, Y2J, HBK, Triple H4 for the good comment, the support. Wilson Kirk, you've always been saying a lot of stuff to me as well, so I'm not going to say much about you. But I just want to say thank you, though, again, to everybody who supported me. I've enjoyed my time here on YouTube, and yes, I did do a lot of tease Iceman returns for a few reasons, views, and to be honest, a lot of people wanted it back. So, I just think that it was best off. I know I should have did that, and I apologize for what I did. But, like I said, maybe someday I'll be back here on YouTube. It's not going to be anytime soon. I think I'm just going to let this blow over and take a long hiatus from YouTube for a very long time. Maybe come back in the fall or whatever. But the summer, you're not going to see me on YouTube. That's pretty much a guarantee. So I think about 9-10 minutes in this video. I think I said everything I wanted to say. I'm not going to answer any more questions through video-wise. Comments, maybe. But I don't have time to make videos for every question, but I will. The ones that were on here during this time, I didn't answer, like Indie Addict, so there you go there. I didn't answer. I only have about a minute left, so I want to cut this off. Thank you guys, though, again for the support. So long for Matt Loves WWE and TNA. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for everything. Get me over a lot of subscribers, get me subscribers, friends, and everything. I miss everybody here on YouTube. I'm still going to be watching videos, so take care. Thank you.